is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Well, hey everyone, this was some video our photographer Juice shot this morning out with Renee. Look at that low-hanging fog that just would not leave kind of central Colorado Springs. So this is over on Powers, or by Powers, blue sky, nothing going on, but then at our studio in the middle of that fog when this was shot, I mean, it was so dense we could barely see. Just hovering, a very small inversion layer right in the middle of the city kept it in place. So definitely pretty, not only to see that, don't the mountains look awesome with a fresh coat of snow? It's pretty. Now let's go ahead and bring it back to the forecast. In the Pikes Peak region, we saw kind of between 1 to 3 inches of snow in Colorado Springs. So we definitely didn't get a lot, but it was a fluffier snow with that southeast wind. So it stacked up, I think, decently well. Salida and Westcliff got about 7 inches. Wolf Creek Pass 25. Leadville, Silver Cliff, Monarch Pass all were around 6 to 7 inches. Maysville about 5. Peterson Air Force Base pretty close to 3.5 inches. So on the east and south parts of town, we actually did okay. Canyon City right around 3.5. Kind of cloudy up by Denver, so our sun may be short-lived as a cold front comes in from the north, gives us a little bit more of that look. And actually, if you look at Monument, look at that wave of clouds off in the distance. The idea was that that probably would filter back in later today, and these north winds in Monument are likely to get stronger. Wet pavement at downtown on Tejon Street, but we do have Pikes Peak Ave, still a little bit of snow tucked into the sidewalks. 40 degrees though in the spring, so we're absolutely melting this snow down. Pueblo didn't really get much snow. There were some. Those pockets on the Riverwalk are hard to keep around with 47 degrees and that sunshine. Canyon City has been looking stunning today. The mountains still have some fresh snow. Pretty good on the pavement there, just wet for the most part. 35 degrees in Canyon City. And then we go to Trinidad, where the temperatures are still in the 40s. Our camera, blue sky. Trinidad's been looking good all morning. And it's warm, almost 50 degrees. Definitely a lot colder in and around the mountains and the valleys. Woodland Park is 24, but Trinidad, Pueblo, Springfield, up around the 50-degree mark. So not bad there. Part of that is the warm air that came off the mountains with a warm front, but cool air is circulating behind this low, and that actually might drag a few weak snow showers and flurries to our mountains. Looking at the future cast, we're barely forecasting anything dropping down the Front Range tonight. So from 4 to 6 o'clock, flurries, more than anything, might dip across the mountains. So Canyon City, Pikes Peak region, sure, not accumulating flurries. That then runs against our southern mountains by 9 to 10 o'clock. And the wets in the La Vida Cuchara area could grab a little bit of snow, but again, kind of a non-accumulating snow is how I was describing this. And the good news is clouds get out of the way. So we should start off with some sun tomorrow. It does look cold though. The model accumulations for whatever's going to come, again, basically nothing. We kind of think that some flakes will get developed in the Pikes Peak region, but if there was actual accumulation, it might be more so towards the southern half of the Sangre de Cristos, like the La Vida Cuchara area, you know, a dusting to maybe an inch. 2 inches. Highly, highly doubt it, unless you're a little higher up in the mountains. Overnight lows, it's going to be cold at the teens and 20s. I think that when the clouds clear out towards tomorrow morning, we'll get a bigger drop in the temperatures. But the nice thing is, while tomorrow still looks cold, at least we'll be back in the 30s and 40s with sunshine. Over the next 7 days, this is what I'm forecasting. Temperatures out through time are going to be kind of wobbling between the upper 30s and the lower 40s. We do see a windy day coming on Friday, which is New Year's Day, by the way. New Year's Eve is Thursday, but you know, not the windiest day we've had in a while, so it'll just be breezy and chilly. Going over to Pueblo, we end up seeing a lot of sun this week. Tomorrow, Thursday, plenty of it. Just kind of windy on New Year's Day, Friday. New Year's Eve that night, Thursday night, looks kind of windy, and we've got 50s on Saturday, Sunday. Canyon City, going to be in the 40s out through the next few days. I think we're breezy on Friday, 40s and 50s out through time, so definitely, you know, we get a little bit warmer this weekend. In Woodland Park, just a brief flurry tonight, but we're driving extended, just staying pretty chilly.